Hey guys, so today I think I'm going to be responding to the dumbest Christian video I've ever seen on YouTube.
Thousands of people around the globe are inflicted with the terrible mental disorder called atheism.
Oh, okay, atheism is a mental disorder, right, because apparently not hearing voices in your head is a sign that you have a problem.
Atheism is a mental disorder that takes nearly 4.8 million people around the globe.
4.8 million people. Did you just shove your arm up your ass and pull out that number? Because I can't figure out where in the hell it came from. A 2005 survey from the British Encyclopedia said that non-religious people make up 11.9% of the world's population and atheists 2.3%. But apparently 4.3 is the number. I don't know, he probably has some amazing source that I don't. And not to mention the problems with calling atheism a mental disorder. I mean, I don't even call religion a mental disorder.
And it convinces the victims that there is no such thing as truth. There is no God. We all came from a big explosion. We evolved from a puddle of soup to fish to apes to men, and they have absolutely no evidence to claim this.
A puddle of soup to fish to apes to men. Yeah, that's not exactly what people think. Evolution is something that has been proven. It's a very gradual change over a large amount of time that's hard for most people and obviously this guy to comprehend. It's actually in fact something that we haven't pulled out of our ass. It's being heavily researched and studied every single day. But no, that sounds ridiculous to you, but what doesn't sound ridiculous is God. The Garden of Eden, talking snakes, talking donkeys, making women from ribs, all that shit, that's perfectly normal.
And just for $5 every month, you can generously donate and fund the atheist today. That's how it would be if I had a atheist campaign to fund the atheist.
I don't even know what to say to this. It's such a random placement of a complaint, and I think that's what it is. I think it's a complaint. I think he's bitching about atheists getting money to some degree. Maybe vloggers having a Patreon account, or maybe organizations like RDF or American Atheists raising money for things. I don't know. Like, for $5 today, you can fund an atheist. But if you're going to make fun of organizations raising money for things, I think I would pretty much hit churches and televangelists because they're pros.
Now, a lot of atheists will have you think they're logical thinkers, they reason, they're smart, they're so great as scientists.
Yeah, logic is something we tend to value, and I always go around to people saying, I am so great a scientist.
And sure, atheists can be great actors, atheists can be great scientists, they can be great producers, they can be great businessmen, they can be great mathematicians.
Atheists can be productive members of society. Atheists can function like other humans. I am so glad that he said this in his video, otherwise I would have had no clue.
Yes, atheists can be great at things, but in order for them to do anything, they have to reject their own belief in atheism.
For us to be able to do anything, we have to reject our own belief in atheism. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, it sounds weird now, but I'm sure he's going to completely explain what that means and have it make sense to us by the end of it.
Meaning this: when a Christian has a disagreement with another Christian, because they have an ultimate standard or because they have an ultimate authority, which is the Bible, then if two Christians disagree on a morally objective subject, they can go to the Bible.
I don't think I can facepalm hard enough on this one. When two Christians disagree, they can just consult the Bible, right? Because that's what all the Protestants and Catholics used to do back in the day. They were like, we have a disagreement, you know, let's just be brothers and sisters in Christ and consult the good book, right? That's what they did, that's what happened. No?
They can go to the Bible. When two Muslims disagree about a morally subjective subject, they can go to the Quran. And when two Jews disagree on an issue, they can go to the Torah.
We just struck a logic goldmine right here. So what we have is Christians with the Bible, Jews with the Torah, Muslims with the Quran. So they each have their own book that they consult for the truth. And he seems to think that this is okay because atheists obviously are lost without a holy book. But truth is truth. So that means that there should probably only be, I don't know, like one truth. So that means 2 out of the 3 of your examples are following books with lies. So that should be an issue, right?
But when two atheists disagree, well, who do they go to? Who do they turn to?
Well, when two atheists disagree, they use their brain. That's this great thing that we have that sometimes we can use if we want, because we think about things and we kind of figure out what's right and wrong based off of the society that we live in and the logical processes that go on in our brain telling us that stealing is wrong, rape is wrong, murder is wrong. And those are things that we don't really need a holy book to tell us not to do. Or to do.
What is their ultimate authority? Not their authority they can go to sometimes, but what authority do atheists consistently go to? Which is their ultimate authority for how they live their lives.
I've seen so many say things like this. I'm starting to think that religious people have this need to be servile. It's like they need some sort of authority or master telling them what to do because the freedom of making choices on your own is too much of a burden to handle. They have to feel like there's some sort of overlord or dictator telling them what to do, and that's the purpose that God serves for some people.
So for any atheist to say anything is true or false, they have to deny their atheism. They have to step out of their atheism and believe in God when it's convenient for them.
See, this is one of those moments where I just kind of stare at the video and am at a loss for words because the words that I just heard were so stupid that it kind of killed a few of my brain cells in the process. Ugh! Atheists don't have to deny anything to understand right from wrong. It's something that we just kind of figure out on our own, using that thing I told you about before in our heads. Trust me, no atheist hops back into theism and believes in God whenever they have to make a moral decision. It's like, dear God, I cannot decide whether or not to run over this pedestrian crossing the street right now. I need to talk to you right now to figure out whether or not that's okay to do. Oh, it's not? Okay, whew. Good thing I asked, otherwise I wouldn't have known that on my own. Back to being an atheist.
It's a lack of belief in truth. It's a lack of belief in right or wrong.
It's a lack of belief in truth. It's the lack of a belief in right and wrong. No, it's not. That's a lie. Isn't that something that you're not supposed to do? Being all religious and whatnot. Lying, that's a sin, right? One of those 10 commandments. You only have 10 rules to follow.
So for any atheist to pretend like they have morals, well, you don't. You're an atheist. For anybody to say God is immoral.
One more person telling us that we don't have morals. What a shocker. And yeah, you know what? It is pretty easy for atheists to say that God is immoral. If God actually existed as the Bible described him, he would be a pretty immoral dude. I mean, we've got infanticide, we've got genocide, we've got murder, we've got rape, we've got slavery. What's moral about those things?
Okay, well, where do you get your morals from? Oh, well, I don't have any morals. What? If you don't have any morals, why are you saying that God is immoral?
I like how he's acting right now as though he's having this conversation with an atheist, and the atheist backs up and says, I don't have any morals, because that would totally happen.
You have to use God's own morals against God when it's convenient for you, when you don't even believe in morals. In atheism, it's not wrong for me to do anything.
Trust me, atheism isn't doing anything out of convenience, but this is something that I see religious people doing all of the time. They follow the Bible, they follow God, so long as it's convenient for them. But if they want to have sex before marriage, or if they want to be in a giant orgy or a threesome, that's totally fine. God will forgive me, I just have to repent. Or if you're a Republican, you can be all holy and following Jesus, but then the second it comes time to actually give up all of your money and follow God, give up all of your money to the poor, that's socialism. We're not going to do that shit.
In atheism, I could chop somebody's balls off and it would be completely okay.
No, it wouldn't. I would never chop somebody's balls off unless they really pissed me off. That was a joke, and I have to clarify that that was a joke, otherwise they're all going to be like, see, atheists ain't got no morals. But if we're going to talk about slicing genitalia, we better focus on religious people because they all seem to have a weird fetish with genital mutilation.
Atheists say they believe in logic and reasoning and truth. Well, it's completely illogical.
Let me explain something that's obviously very confusing to this guy. Atheists do believe in truth. That's why we're not religious. We don't believe in a bunch of fairy tales. We actually value reality.
And the minute you say that there is no God, you have to use this God's moral standard against this God which you don't even believe in.
Okay, let me get this straight. So you're saying that when an atheist doesn't believe in God, they're using God's moral standards to decide that there is no God. So does that mean that God's moral standard is to be an atheist?
So in about 5 minutes and 4 seconds, I have debunked atheism.
I mean, you gotta slow clap with me. He did a pretty amazing job.
And it feels good.
I need a drink. It's hard to watch this shit. I hope you guys know what I go through to make these videos. I have to watch morons like that. And like I said, that was one of many options for the video topic today. So just wait, there's more. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to support this channel, please consider being my Patreon or buying a t-shirt at jacquelineglenn.com. I'll have links to both of those sites in the description below.
And just for $5 every month, you can generously donate and fund the atheist today.
Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and why am I even saying this? Because my good friend can do it better.
Like this video, subscribe, comment, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. And
there's no God, he doesn't exist, so don't try to save me. Use your fucking brain and leave us all alone. Subscribe!